First of all, I want to start off by saying that if you have anything to say about this video or anything that I'm talking about, if you have any kind of comment that you would like to write down below, first listen all the way through this video. I have a lot of things to say, and you may change your opinion or your comment about something, or you might ignorantly comment too early about something that I'm going to cover later on. So please listen up. First of all, I want to apologize to any of my subscribers or anyone that watched my most recent video endorsing Red Viking Trucker. I sent you over to his channel, and one of the first channels that one of the first videos that he releases is about drama. And I apologize. I knew that he was involved in drama in the past, but didn't know that that would be an issue coming up now, and quite frankly, I take my endorsement back. That being said, I do still believe that he has good content for new truckers or people that are thinking about getting into the industry, or if you're thinking about changing to a different company. He has good content. That doesn't mean you have to like him. That doesn't mean you have to be best friends with him. That doesn't mean you have to call him or pay for him to consult you. However, that doesn't change the fact that he has good content out there. He's only been a truck driver for 2.5 years, therefore he's been through everything more recently than guys like me or, you know, other truckers that have been out here for 20+ years. He's been through it more recently than we have, so he has a better idea of what's going on, flat out. Also, that's what he's based his channel on. So he's done nothing but research that for 2.5 years. And I'm sorry, you may not like him, but that doesn't change the fact that he knows what he's talking about. Okay? So, on to the next point. Consulting. I'm tired of seeing people saying that you shouldn't pay to be consulted. So I'm going to explain to you what it means, what the phrase time is money means. Time is money means exactly what it sounds like. I'm going to give you an example. My time is about $100 an hour. So let's say that I wanted to research something, anything, and let's say that it costs me 4 hours to learn about what I want to research. That's $400. Now, if I were to get on the phone with somebody that charges $100 an hour and do an entire hour interview with them, that's $200. That's $100 of the consulting fee, and then that's 1 hour of my time, so that's $200. I have now saved $200 by doing that. Mentors that know what they're doing, that know what they're talking about, guide you in the right direction. All they are good for is decreasing the learning curve. There is a learning curve, and no matter what you do, if it was learning how to shift a truck, if it was learning how to ride a bike, it took you time, it took you effort. And mentors decrease that time. So you're not paying for the information, you are paying for the decreased learning curve. Now if you don't have the money to pay for $100 an hour, then don't do it. You got to be smart with your money. But let's say that you're researching, I don't know, let's say you're researching truck driving jobs. So you're thinking about changing careers, you're thinking about a whole new lifestyle, you're thinking about uprooting yourself from your family, and you're also thinking about how to put food on the table for them. That is a major, major, major decision. So you should be spending major hours in research. Major. And if your time is only, at the moment, worth $10 an hour, which is, there's nothing to be ashamed about. It doesn't matter what your hourly worth is. It just matters that you know what it is. If it's $10 an hour, And let's just say you are able to rummage through the internet and find all of that information out there, because it is out there. But whether or not you know what's good information, what's bad information, what's indifferent, what doesn't matter, where to find it, who's telling you what, who's telling you the right stuff, because it's all out there and it's hard to find. Doesn't matter what you're looking for, it's hard to find. So if you only spend 12 hours of your time researching an entire lifestyle change, and something that's going to put at risk you putting food on the table for your family, if you do yourself a disservice and you only put 12 hours of research into that at $10 an hour, that's $120 worth of your time. So if you get on a consulting call with somebody that does that and charges $100 an hour for 1 hour, you're going to learn way more in 1 hour than you are that 12. You're going to get positive information. It's going to be good information. They're going to guide you in the right direction. And you've only spent $110. So at 12 hours of your research time, it is more beneficial for you to hop on a $100 consulting call to cut down that learning curve. Time is money. You're not paying for the information. You're paying for the reduction in the learning curve. I'm not even going to touch that anymore. But mentors are where it's at. Everybody needs a mentor. Everybody should have a mentor. If you have the free time to do your research, by all means, knock yourself out. But you're going to spend hundreds of hours rummaging through the internet to find good info. Because the internet is like a recruiter. Does anybody trust a recruiter? Not really. Not at first. Anyway, I'm moving on. Next, I'm disappointed in RVT's recent video. He spoke about these other two guys in the trucking YouTube space, and I'm gonna hit on that in a minute. But he did it very unprofessionally. He did not approach this from a business perspective. He called out everyone. He specifically called out, makes sense, but he called out every single trucking YouTuber. Why? Why would you do that? You know, you boasted about not being afraid of the drama, but yet you don't want the drama. It has nothing to do with being afraid of the drama. Nothing. Your channel took a dive after you were involved in the drama with Little Dog. You had 200,000 views a month, and now you're sitting at 108. It has nothing to do with standing up for anyone. It has nothing to do with being involved or not being involved. Or actually, it has everything to do with being involved or not being involved. But it has nothing to do with standing up for anybody. You know, whether or not you're a Christian, Jesus was a very intelligent man. Okay? That you can't argue that whether you're Christian or not. And he talked about turning the other cheek. That has nothing to do with being weak. As a matter of fact, you have to be stronger to turn the other cheek. You talked about standing up to bullies. You know, getting out there, standing up for it, putting it out there on the internet. Why? Do you know how to stand up to a bully? You want to know the best thing that you can do to stand up to a bully? Be successful. Be so successful that he becomes irrelevant. That's the best thing that you can do to stand up to a bully. Not get out there and get more involved into the drama. Has nothing to do with it. And also, in response to your 6'2", 230-pound comment, as far as that commands respect, no, it doesn't. That doesn't command respect. All that does is, in a fearful person, it commands fear. It does not command respect. Respect commands respect. And quite frankly, what you just did was very disrespectful. You fat-shamed two people. How do you think they feel? They're humans. How do you think they feel? Whether or not what they did, or the video that they posted, was it ignorant? Yeah. Was it an underwear stain on the YouTube trucking space once again? Yes. But what you did was the same thing. You lowered yourself down to their level. So, in my mind, you're no better than any of the other drama bringers. You say you don't want to be part of it, well then don't be part of it. Be successful. Move yourself beyond that. Deal with the bullies by being successful, not standing up to them. That is standing up to them. I'm done with that. Now I want to move on to this stigma around YouTube truckers. It's disgusting. It's disgusting to be part of this niche. The niche being the trucking YouTube space. Quite frankly, I'm ashamed. I'm ashamed to be part of it. It's embarrassing. And we're probably the laughingstock of advertising on YouTube. Why do you think we don't have any brand deals? We are the Jerry Springers of TV. There's a reason why Jerry Springer was on midday when nobody was watching. When their demographic was people who don't have a job that sit at home and watch Jerry Springer. Is it humorous? Yeah, every once in a while. Just like drama can be humorous every once in a while, but the right kind of drama. There is a place and a time for that, but you weren't gonna find Jerry Springer on primetime TV. Do you really think that it could compete with shows like Walking Dead or Big Bang Theory or Game of Thrones? Yeah, right. But that's why it's not in that time slot, because it can't compete. But it also doesn't bring the advertising revenue that those other shows bring, because those other shows bring massive, massive views. And Jerry Springer brings a different, it may have had good view time, but the quality of advertising was way lower, so it was way less expensive to get advertising space at that time. So if we want big boy brands to come in and advertise with us, to collaborate with us, for us to be ambassadors for them, then we need to act like it. Every other niche on YouTube collaborates with each other. Every single one of them. But I have sent out emails to multiple YouTube truckers, and I don't even get as much as a response. If you just say, hey, your channel's a little small right now, maybe whenever you grow, maybe we can collaborate together. Here's a couple tips for your time. I appreciate you reaching out, but reach out to me in a few months. Hey, great, no problem. I have zero issue with that. But every other niche collaborates together. And first of all, I'm not talking about Key Group Media. I have sent you guys out an email. Haven't gotten a response back yet, but hey, I'm sure you guys are busy. What I'm talking about are actual YouTube truckers that I have tried to contact. And I know for a fact at least one of them saw the email and then just didn't respond, because that same day he subscribed to my channel. Anyway, it doesn't matter to me if you don't want to work with me, that's fine. But we need to figure this out together. There's a reason why now we got to take Sheila, I don't know how to say her name, Belliver, out of the whole equation, because she's on a whole nother level. She's out flaunting her sexiness, and quite frankly, sex sells. And that's why she is going to roll over a million subscribers very soon. But for the rest of us normal humans, or as normal truckers, we need to model ourselves after the best. Do we want to be the best on YouTube, or do we want to be the best YouTube truckers? Well, both, first of all, but I don't want to just compete with other truck drivers. That's not what we're here to do. People like us for our different personalities. People like us for our different trucks. People like us for our different jokes, whether we're funny, whether we're monotone, whether we're ugly, whether we're good looking. We all have different qualities that's gonna bring different subscribers. But if you take, and I'm just throwing two random channels out there, so this has nothing to do with anything, I'm just picking two of the larger ones. JBG Travels and Trucker Brown. JBG Travels attracts an audience that is interested in ABC. So that's what he, you know, that's the content that he provides, and that's the audience that he's going to have. Trucker Brown attracts a different audience. He has different type of material. So he attracts audiences that are looking at XYZ. Now, if you take, think about how big this YouTube space is. It's ridiculous. All I do are watch trucking YouTubers and put out trucking videos, and so my live feed is filled with all of that stuff. And every single day, I find out about a new one that has 5,000 to 10,000 subscribers. Are you kidding me? I'm like, I've been watching trucking YouTubers for I don't know, 2 years now, and I'm still finding good-sized channels daily. That's insane. This space is so large, and we are just, oh, it's infuriating. We are not taking advantage. Nobody's taking advantage of this in our trucking space. And quite frankly, it boggles my mind. If you take JBG, who has audience ABC, and you take Trucker Brown, who has audience XYZ, and you merge them together, they just collaborate, then all of the people on YouTube that have interests in ABC doesn't mean they don't have interests in XYZ, but they may not see XYZ simply because all they have looked for, or all YouTube has shown them, is ABC, because that's the majority of the content that they've been searching for. Everybody would benefit if we would all work together. I don't understand. You look at Casey Neistat's channel. I mean, he's the pioneer of vloggers. He works with all kinds of vloggers. Peter McKinnon. I mean, Dan Mace. I don't even know. I don't even need to go down that road. But all of the big channels, every single one of them, they're a team. They're a brotherhood. I just talked about this. You know, trucking in general is missing that brotherhood that it used to have. It used to mean something to be a truck driver. And it means something to be a YouTube trucker. Get that through your heads. And, you know, we have, you know, our communities are amazing. Man, they'll go to war with us. Maybe not all of them, but some of them will. I mean, you know, in all that drama, when you guys go back and forth and one video is posted, the other person that's being attacked, all of their subscribers are in the comments talking about it. Man, you know, I'm not interested in affiliate links. You know why that's the only thing that's available for advertising, the affiliate links? Because that's all that brands think that we're worth. They don't think that we're worth their time. They've done the assessment. If you don't think that they're watching, you're wrong. They're all watching. Every one of them. From Peterbilt to Great Dane to US Cargo Control to Blue Tiger, all the way down to Road Pro and whoever is a single company that makes, you know, phone mounts. They're all watching us. They all have eyes on us, and they're all waiting on us to get it together. We need to get it together. You know, we have a very good start in Key Group Media. I think it's a good start, but it would have never been, it wouldn't have ever been necessary if we would have just dropped the drama. It's so unnecessary. It's so unprofessional. It's a joke. It's an absolute joke. Now, if that's the type of content you want to put out, knock yourself out. I'm not saying what those two guys posted was, well, for my morals and for my channel, yeah, it was despicable. And I will say that on the record. It was disgusting. But they have every right to post that stuff. If that's what they want to do, then they can knock themselves out. But we need to grow beyond small-mindedness. If we are trapped in this small-mindedness, we're always going to have small-minded brand deals. Plain and simple. That's it. That's all we're going to get. We're going to get affiliate links, And that's it. Unless we all kind of go on strike and come together and demand that they pay us, which that's, you know, they're going to be really happy about that. It's an option. But personally, I'd rather just clean it up. I'd rather just start collaborating with everyone. If you are a YouTuber, you're welcome to message me. You can find me on Instagram, Driven Trucking. I just started up Twitter. I'm not as active there, but you can find me there, Driven Trucking. You can find me, you can send me an email, driventrucking@yahoo.com. You can find me in the comments down below, because I keep up with all of that, because quite frankly, I treat this as a business, and I try to be as professional as I can be. You're welcome to reach out to me. Also, if you have anything to say that's negative about anything that I've just said, you're welcome to, that's your right. But how about you do it man to man? How about you send me an email? How about you send me a message on anything that I just talked about? And I'll be glad to talk with you about it. And if you're really upset with it, if you'd like to meet at the truck stop and talk about it, I'm happy to do that too. But I'm just tired of the high school female drama. As long as we continue to partake in that, we're never going to reach that upper echelon in the YouTube space. So, I'm done. You're never going to see another video from me that talks about drama. It's not going to happen. You're not going to see me respond to drama in the comments. It's not going to happen. And it has nothing to do with being scared or fearful or anything along those lines. It has to do with, I treat this like a business, and business is war. And quite frankly, I'm reading Sun Tzu's book. I'm not stuck in high school. So, you won't see me ever again talk about this on this channel. That's all I have to say. I hope that if you're a YouTuber and you see this, you don't have to share it out. I don't care if this gets shared out. But I would appreciate it if you would tell every other trucking YouTuber about this video, so that way they can watch this and they can make their own decisions. Because I'm telling you right now, I'm not cocky, I'm not arrogant, I'm confident that I'm going to do this professionally, and I'm not going to stop, and I'm going to do this thing right. And I'm looking for other people that have that same mindset. Those are the people that I want to surround myself with. Those are the people that I want to work with. Those are the people that I want to grow with. If we unite and grow together, we will grow exponentially. Now, one more thing, and I forgot to mention this earlier and I wanted to talk about it. I shouted you out the other day, Red, and you didn't know. And like I said, I still think you have good content, and I still say that your content is what people need to be watching for entry-level advice. I stand behind that. I stand behind them calling you and consulting with you. I stand behind that too. But as far as the collaborations are concerned, if you're concerned about, or all the trucking YouTubers, if you're concerned about larger channel versus smaller channel, here's some stats for you. I shouted Red out on the 4th of January. And you can see that his daily averages for gained subscribers is 23. On the day that I shouted him out, now this may not be because of me, but most likely it is. His subscriber count tripled, almost tripled. I only have 1,800 subscribers at the moment. But if you look at my view count, it's almost at 40,000. It almost got there the other day, yesterday I think. It was at 39 and some change. But I'm nearly at 40,000 views per day. I only have 1,700 subscribers. I'm sorry, 1,800 subscribers. So, just because the channel doesn't have the subscriber base does not mean that there's nothing that can be done as far as collaborations are concerned. Now, am I saying that Red's gonna get rich off of what I sent him? No, he's not. But think about doing this with everybody, with all the trucking YouTubers out there. If we were all to get together and we were all to collaborate, and if the entire world that's interested in truck drivers that gets on YouTube, the billions and billions and billions of minutes of watch time on YouTube, if everybody that is interested in trucking goes and finds one truck driver and we're all working together, you're all exposed to every single truck watcher out there. Think about that. I'm out.